Function component doesn't have any default states. So for that we need to use hooks, but we have the separate sessions for hooks. What are the types of hooks, what are the advantages, how to use the hooks we can do in the later session. But for state, I will show how to use the hook for state. So for that we have the state called use hooks called use state. We need to import that. Here you can see I'm importing use state as a hook, and after that we need to use the state a use state like this. I hope you all about understand this line. So the way of declaring use state in the functional component side, I just copy the HTMLs whatever we are using the class component. I just copy and paste it here, and similarly I'm going to use the onBer event here. Similarly, we are this event target dot values there. And after that, what we need to do, we need to use set users instead of this dot state, because this is won't happen. This won't help us. So here, set users. So inside that, this users variable is array. So within that, you need to use array and deconstruct the users along with event dot target dot value. Right. So so every time it will keep on updating the users. So for that, I'm going to print the users, the map function. So user and the index of each thing needs to print in the p tag. For that we need to use key, else it will show some error. So save it. Here we have the on-change event. Whenever the event happen, at that time we are capturing the data and going to use in the users. And after that, set users. So this variable is keep on updating. Set the users. We are using the map function. In that we are going to print the particular username or whatever we are typing here. So currently the state is empty, and after that what we need to do, we are going to use input for whenever we are start typing. At that time it's capturing the data and start counting, and we can see the count in the console itself. So start typing. So there are 3 letters, 4, 5, 6. So whenever I typing, at that time it will start calculating the index value here, whatever the current state variable is have. So for that we can check in the components, in the functional component, in the hook state, you can see so this much of state things available. So that's what yesterday I suggested. So this extension will help you to easily find what is the values available for the particular state. And also we have the props called is logged in from the higher order component for the particular components. So here we doesn't use anywhere in the is logged in, but still this component can able to access the props called is logged in. And in the state side we having the 27 values, around 28 values. So that thing you can able to see up to 0 to 27. So everything available in the state it updating. So when compared to the class component, functional component is pretty much straightforward, and we can be directly implementing with less number of lines. So which means this, in the class component side, we need to use constructor, and we need to use this dot state. Within that, we need to declare the variable. And for updating the state, we need to use this dot state method. But in the functional component side, we don't need to use any kind of constructor and all. In a single line, we need to use a use state hook. Within that, we can able to initialize the value and the function to update the particular state variable, and the variable actually to retrieve the value from the state. So we can directly use users wherever we need. We don't need to worry about these kind of destructions. So, and we can directly use this particular function here, and we can update the current values. So hope you all are understood how to implement states in functional and class components.